What's up, YouTube? I'm going to show you guys real quick how to repair the fork seals on your Kawasaki KLX140 motorcycle. All these KLX140s have the same forks. Now, depending on which model KLX140 you have, they might take a slightly different capacity, but all the forks are going to be the same. So what we're going to start off by doing is taking a Phillips, removing this boot. We're going to remove this clamp, pull it off. The whole boot's going to slide up, and we're just going to start wiping down the nastiness that is this very muddy, dirty fork. You can see there was quite a bit of grunge and crap down in there from the seal leaking. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and loosen the top fork cap, which you can do with a crescent wrench without doing any damage. A ring sealed top cap. Should be a spacer in there. We're going to drain this fork and the spring's going to come out. Okay. This one did have a washer under the cap. There was almost no oil left in this fork. And the oil that was in it, you see the red down in there, that was from the other fork. This oil is just black and gray because it was so mixed with mud. So we're going to let that drain for a few minutes. Okay guys, let my fork drain for a few. Put it back in the vise. I'm going to loosen up this top bolt. It's a 6mm. That worked better. You'll feel whenever this bolt stops grabbing. And this rod, this very dirty rod, will fall out of the bottom. And now pull our bolt out of the top. I'll flip the fork back over now. Very messy job, that's for sure. No way around that. Now I'm going to take my circlip out right here. And now I'll be able to pull my fork tube out of the top. There we go. Sometimes it's easier than others. Now we can work with a flathead and pry. Dang look at that mud. You can pry the seal up out of there. Ooh. And you're going to have a washer, and you're going to have a bushing. You want to be very gentle. If that bushing didn't really come loose, you want to be very gentle trying to pry it out, because you really don't want to destroy the Teflon coating. Okay, so now that you've got everything apart, now you'll want to just clean everything up. So this is a really bad one. It's going to take a small fortune in brake cleaner. I'll start on the inside here where the seal sits. This also will fall out of the bottom. This ends up sitting right here like this. I'll show you how that works in a minute. But yeah, we're just cleaning everything up. Okay guys, so this piece is going to go in the end right here. The first thing you're going to want to do is put this rod down through the top. Make sure there's like a little hole it can pop out. Make sure it pops out the bottom. And this is going to go up in there. It's going to sit right there like that. Now with this laying down, put that in like that. Make sure your bolt's clean. There should be a little copper washer under this bolt. I cleaned mine off a second ago. With this laying like this, you should be able to get it started. You might have to hold some pressure on that side a little bit. Okay, what I like to do to get that bolt started, make sure everything's bottomed out and lined up. I put it in the vise. It helps to have gravity helping you. Bring the bolt in from the bottom. Much easier to get it started that way, because if you've got it laying on its side, it may not naturally want to bottom out down there, and you can't reach the threads. So sometimes that that shaft in there will want to spin too. And so you've really got to play with this thing to get it to grab. Now you may have to play with this for a second, but it will eventually grab. Sometimes you have to give it a quick zip with an impact or something just to make the bolt spin faster than the damper rod in there, but you'll get it. And that's where this fork becomes very easy, because our fork's back together now, and now we can bring everything down from the top. We'll start with our bushing, make sure everything's clean, and our washer is how we're going to set our bushing. There's a few different ways you can do this. If you've got the right size fork seal driver, then you can do it like that, or you can take something like a flathead and go around and tap. That's probably what I'll do. I'm going to use this old blunt flathead and just go around and tap a little bit on each side. Take your time. Just do a little bit on each side. Because you don't want this thing to start going in crooked. Then you can let that washer fall back out just to verify the bushing's seated. And mine is. I'm going to wipe off my washer. I'm going to put it back down in there, and I'm ready for my fork seal. I'm going to go with the letters up. So you always put the letters where you can read them. So the super visible spring on the bottom, the tinier spring with the lip on the top. And I do have a fork seal driver that is pretty close to the right size. It's not perfect. It's a 35. So you're just gonna, I'm hitting it harder than I normally do because I only have one side. So you're gonna bring it down like that. Just past the groove, you'll feel it bottom out. Then this clip goes in. Put your little flathead down there and make sure that that bottoms out. Okay, and in a bike like this, I would normally use 10 weight fork oil. So we're going to put that in. This is the KLX140 RF. We're going to put about 300 milliliters of this in. Now it does help if you have the fork at full stroke. It's going to help the oil go down in there. You want to go very slow. You'll hear it burping. If you don't go slow, you could overfill it. And if you fill it in the compressed position, you may have to pump it for a while or let it sit before it gets back down to the bottom. Now you can check and make sure you have enough air pocket space at the top if you want, but being as we had this fork completely apart, I know all the oil is out of it. I put in the amount that Kawasaki stated. It's around 300 for the biggest KLX140, and then it goes down from there. I think the regular one's like 275 or something like that. So 10 weight, unless if you're an adult riding this, you might want to go 15 weight. So now that we've got that in, we're going to put our spring in that we had cleaned up. Bring it back up because your spring is going to displace a lot of oil. Then we're putting our washer. Goes on top of our spring and our spacer. And then after that, we're going to put on our cap. We're going to bring this over to here. Use our crescent to tighten up our cap. All right, guys, and that's it. Now we're going to put our boot back on and throw this thing back on the bike. So you'll notice when you're looking at parts for these, you can't find dust seals because there are none. There's just the oil seal, and the boot goes over top of that. While you have these boots off, I recommend you really clean them up, because any dirt that's in this boot is going to fall right on top of this and quickly ruin this fork seal. So yeah, I hope that helps some of you guys out. I will try to put as many links to products, fork oil, fork seals, stuff like that in the bottom of this video as possible. If you appreciate this stuff, give me a subscribe, something like that. Hit the like button. See you guys in the next one.